Hey guys, Jay here again. This is going to be my second of the 4 consecutive book reviews I'm going to be doing all in one shot. Well, not one shot, but all in one setting, let's say. This book I'm going to be reviewing is called 4-Week Fiancé by Helen Cooper. It is an adult book, not suitable for, if you're not mature, it's not suitable for you. How about that? It does mention sex and other things. The book, I give it an 8 out of 10. It wasn't completely amazing, but I didn't hate it. I actually did really much enjoy it. I just wish there was more to it. Let me give you the synopsis real quick, and then we'll be moving right along. What would you do if the hottest man on earth made you an offer you couldn't refuse? What if it was the offer of a lifetime? The sort of offer that would make you blush as he offered you whatever you wanted to make you accept. What if the offers were so spicy, so naughty, so scandalous? Don't mind the background noise. I'm in my college parking lot. I needed a quiet place. And most people are in class, except for those guys. What if the offers were so spicy, so naughty, so scandalous that you wouldn't even want to tell your best friend? If you were me, you'd say yes. There are 3 things you should know. His name is TJ Walker. He's 28, hot as can be, and he's my brother's best friend. TJ asked me to be his fiancé for 4 weeks. I'm hoping to make the engagement real. I know, I can't believe it either. What am I thinking? There's so many things that could go wrong by accepting to be TJ's 4-week fiancé. But I can't stop thinking that there are also so many things that could go right. So our main character's name is Mila. She comes from an Italian family, long generations, this, that, and the third thing. And her brother's best friend's name is TJ Walker. He's absolutely, swoon upon making eye contact with him, dreamy. Okay? She's been in love with him since forever. And he's liked her back just the same. Thing is, because of the whole brother thing, they've kept their distance. So, throughout the book, it's her best friend, TJ's girlfriend, and Mila's brother. I forget his name. I want to say it's Cody, but I don't think it's Cody. So throughout the entire book, they're at this summer cottage, a lake cabin, I think, that Mila's family owns, and they go up there, I think, every summer. So she goes up with the idea to, hey, I'm going to seduce this guy, and he's going to finally see me as not just a little sister, but a woman, and he'll fall in love with me. Mila's best friend, her name's Sally, I believe, is in love with Mila's brother, older brother, either Cody or Chase, one of those 2 names. And throughout the book, it's really just at that one location until you get to the end. Again, this is going to be a non-spoiler review for the most part, because I don't really remember too many details, because I read this about a month or 2, maybe 3 months back. So throughout the book, it's just Mila and TJ, having this hot, heavy sexual tension while they're living together in this remote cabin in the middle of the woods next to a lake. Sally's her best friend, who is in love with her brother, who's trying to get her brother's attention. And the brother is, all hot and stuff for the Barbie blonde bimbo that, TJ brings along, saying it's his girlfriend. Near the end of the story, you don't get to the 4-week fiancé part until the end of the story, when he's all I have something serious to ask you. I need you to I want to ask if you'll agree to this. And there's a whole contract that she has to sign about being his 4-week fiance with, like, all these other details. And that doesn't happen till the end of the book. And you'll find out slightly the reason why he does it, because there is another reason other than he's in love with her. Because TJ is actually the son of a millionaire. He's super rich. Well, they're all kind of, like, super rich. Mila's family has this, like, company that... It's a business company. I don't know what it deals with because they never really get into what it does. TJ's family as well. But they're part of a higher social class of money. And so I know that it has to do with the business, the reason why he wants her to be his 4-week fiance. But I can't exactly tell you why. And that's really just how the story goes, this first part. Because there are about 3 to 4 books. There is an in-betweener novella, like a 1.5 kind of book. But this is the first book. It's free on Kindle. The entire story is just her trying to get him to stop looking at her as a little girl, a little sister kind of thing, and trying to look at her as a grown-up woman, and she's in love with him. Sexual tension throughout the book. They have their moments. And it's nothing too special, I gotta say. Because looking back on it now, it was very much predictable. The story itself is predictable. And you don't really even get to the 4-week fiance. Like, this whole story is about becoming a 4-week fiance, which you don't get to until the end of the story. Like, you don't get to it at all until last couple chapters. It's not mentioned in any way, shape, or form. Except for that she's swooning over him, she loves him, she wants to be his wife, this, that, and a third thing. So the title is a little bit misleading. It doesn't start straight off the bat that she is his 4-week fiance, and then they do, and then it's like, how did we get there? It's like, in the first chapter, I think it starts off that she's the fiance, and then it just flashbacks so far back that you don't even get to the 4-week fiance part until the end of the story. And you get some of her diary entries. As she's growing up, you'll see the year, the date and the year, how old she is as she's growing up, and still in love with TJ. It says what she thinks about TJ, this, that, and the third. And it does, the chapters do switch point of view between Mila and TJ. So you'll get below chapter like 29, it'll say Mila. Chapter 30, it'll say TJ. It just depends on how the author had the story going. So there's not really much more I can really say about this book. I enjoyed it. I want to know what happens in the end of the story overall. So I would actually buy the rest of the series. But it wasn't anything too special for me to like say, oh my god, this was amazing. Like, I loved it kind of thing. Again, 4-Week Fiancé by Helen Cooper. It was free on the Kindle store. There are more books to it. Let's see. 4-Week Fiancé 2 is the second book, because that's what it says here. And then there's about like a couple more books in the series. So I will be following up on it. I'm just not too eager to get to it right now at this moment. So that's how I feel about this book. The next book I'm going to be reviewing, I believe, is possibly, I know there's a book about a hitman somewhere. I can't even answer you, like, what it's called right now, because I don't even remember. But I think it's called The Hitman Knocked Me Up, or The Hitman's My Babysitter, something like that, along those lines. And that will be what is next. Let me see if I can actually find it real quick to tell you what the title is even. Knocked Up by the Hitman by Nicole Fox, which is going to be my next review. So, thanks you guys for watching. Lates.